Hi, everyone. We've got the second game of the NBA Cup group stage for these two teams. This one has a little more meaning than your average regular season game. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the Utah Jazz. This is Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And joining us courtside, reporter David Aldridge. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for Luka Doncic.
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup. In it forward, it's going to be Markkanen and Collins. Hill is out there with Clarkson. And it's Kessler in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Lakers, LeBron James is out there with Rui Hachimura. Then it's Austin Reeves. Then there's Hayes. And it's Doncic in at the point. What a key game tonight in the Cup. The second of 4 group stage games. Tonight, in a word, is huge.
Well, as you mentioned, Kevin, there are just 4 group games. So after tonight's game, both teams will have a much better idea of where they stand and what chances they have to advance.
Nailed from three-point land.
And you love how instant Collins' shot can be. Gets a pass and wastes no time in releasing it.
Wasted no time on that one. And here are the Lakers. It's a 3-point game. Doncic kicks to James. To the middle. Here's Reeves. Yes! It's James picking up the assist.
Nice concentration for Reeves. Never loses focus despite the contact.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin. Briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. He talked about the challenges that come with playing against Lauri Markkanen. Coach said you have to know where Lauri is at all times because he's so effective playing off the ball. He's a knockdown shooter and a smart cutter. And he moves extremely well for his size. This team's got a lot of respect for the mobile 7-footer. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Here's Hill. Out to Clarkson. It's back to Hill. Collins setting the pick for Hill. Shoots over Doncic. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Wow, now this is how you want to start your games. Flawless shooting so far.
Well, Greg, over the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebounding.
Yeah, and they have some size, and they make controlling the boards a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you better be ready to put a body on somebody.
I don't think there's a team out there that doesn't want a player like Austin Reeves. This is a guy who is willing to sacrifice on both ends of the floor.
Now, here is Hill.
Oh, nice finish.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King.
Looking confident inside. At 6'8", Hachimura is more than capable of inflicting some damage down there.
He lobs it up, and Kessler throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Doncic with the bucket.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
And Kessler throws it down.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Now, here's Doncic. He has 5. LeBron passes to Doncic. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got his 3rd assist on the night. Doncic against Hill. Collins wide open. He fires. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
This team is rolling right now. Still haven't missed a shot.
Reeves outside. Reeves with the screen on Hill. Outside, James. Pass to Doncic. Oh, good with the triple. Jazz leading by 5. Outside, Hill. To the right side. Five on the clock. Out to Clarkson. And the Jazz, another 3.
A fine shooter from deep. Clarkson has a good feel for when to let it fly.
Inside leaner. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Doncic has got 10 points.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Utah.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, James.
And the way that he has been able to kind of create something out of nothing for his teammates has been remarkable. Fantastic and timely passing combined with his vision is something that all players should aspire to have.
No one near Reeves as he lets it go. Buries the long-range jumper.
At this point in time for Reeves, this is just a reflex. He knew he had it the moment he had the ball.
Out to the wing. Here's Kessler. Good. The assist goes to Hill. 6 points for him.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Pass to Hachimura. On deep, Reeves. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here is Hill. 7 points in the game. Yep, that one goes in there.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Pass to Hayes. Here's Connect. He's covered by Clarkson. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And some changes here for the Lakers. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jackson Hayes. Vanderbilt comes in for Rui Hachimura. And it's Shake Milton in for Austin Reeves. Utah also making some changes. Reed, he's checked in for Walker Kessler. Diallo comes in for Markkanen. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Jordan Clarkson. And the basket by Hill.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Pass to LeBron. Over Diallo. That misses off the backboard.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Now here is Hill. 11 points in the game. No good that time. Here's Connect. Defended by Alexander Walker. And it's good for 2.
Yeah, just too much big boy basketball by LeBron James. Just bodying defenders inside.
Reed with a screen on Milton. Hill finds Reed. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And the game plan is clear. Work the ball inside.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for James. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Utah. And that one falls for Reed. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks, guys. The Lakers this summer signing first-time head coach J.J. Redick. He's a veteran of 15 seasons. And the sharpshooter's rise in broadcasting had been meteoric. The Lakers really want Redick to be their long-term head coach. But the question, with an aging superstar in LeBron, how much patience will exist in L.A. for Redick, learning on the job?
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. Hill, no good. Here's Connect. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
That's the play that pumps up the whole team, and they'll try to carry that energy into the next period.
And so it's Utah, heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Back right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
We've got Jared Vanderbilt, Luka Doncic out there with Shake Milton. Then it's Connect, and it's Finney-Smith in at the center. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Milton, count it, good.
And you like to see that from Connect. Found the man with a better look.
And so he'll bring it up for Utah. Win after win, these guys now have 9 straight.
You can feel the energy in the air around this team. They know they are on a roll, and they are committed to keeping it going as long as they can.
So it's the Lakers now, following the three-pointer by Utah. Connect with a wide-open look. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And you have to run Connect off his spot. He's very comfortable in the corner.
Alexander Walker passes to Hill. Craig with a screen on Milton. And the basket by Hill. Hill's got 15.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Reed with a screen for Hill. It's deflected, and Reed throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Yeah, once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Now, here's Doncic against New Orleans, who is really on his game. Doncic with a strong move inside.
Creating space, Doncic will move defenders around.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. And Coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And we're now around the midway point through the group stage games. So let's check out the NBA Cup standings.
Well, as you know, teams are randomly drawn to their groups based off their record from the previous season. And as you can tell, some of these groups are easier to navigate than others.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Milton with it. Picked by Finney-Smith. Milton against Hill. A shot by Milton, no good. Jazz leading by 11. Hill kicks to Reed. Craig sets the screen for Hill. Over Finney-Smith. Fires top of the key. And there's another one for the Jazz.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal. Nice start for him beyond the arc. He's already hit 3 triples, and I'm pretty sure there's more to come.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Hayes, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. LeBron comes in for Vanderbilt. Hachimura, he's checked in for Connect. And it's Austin Reeves in for Shake Milton.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Looking for a breather, and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And let's take a quick look at the point guards this year, racking up the most steals per game. Number 1, Luka Doncic.
And despite the offensive responsibilities that come with being a point guard, I think he may enjoy the defensive aspect of the game even more.
Yeah, and he comes up with those steals. Even though he draws the toughest assignment possible on those nights, he can guard anyone.
And if you give Luka just a sliver of daylight, this is what you get.
Kessler the screen. Out to Clarkson. Good, the assist goes to Hill. Clarkson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Now Kessler. After Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Nice spin off the left rim and in. Doncic has got 27.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Connects checked in. Well, the league has made sure the NBA Cup has dedicated nights on the calendar for this tournament in order to accentuate these group stage games.
And I like that format because it makes it clear to the players and fans that these games mean something more than a normal regular season game.
Hill with it. Defended by Reeves. Collins a screen on Reeves. Hill. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
James, the pass to Reeves. Here's Hachimura. Trains the three-pointer. Hachimura's got 5 now.
You have to pay attention to Hachimura no matter where he is.
Here's Hill. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Jazz lead by 13.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
LeBron, that's a two-pointer, and a little luck that time, but it drops. James has got his second bucket of the game to go.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now, here is Hill. He's got 31. Free throw line jump shot, and again it's Utah.
His play just keeps getting better, clearly building on the foundation of that strong first quarter.
Pass to connect. Floats it up. Here's the lob, and LeBron flies through the air.
Making it look easy. LeBron James, old man, can still get up with the alley-oop finish.
In the corner, it's Kessler. A three-pointer, no good. And so it's the Utah Jazz. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Welcome. First up on the agenda tonight, let's see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up. Since we got a little time on our hands here, you guys got any big plans for tonight?
Not me. I'm just going to take it easy. I'm pretty worn out.
Yeah, you've been burning those midnight oils, man. You been hitting the clubs or something?
Nah, just putting up with you guys. It's exhausting.
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Utah Jazz.
They've been patient, not allowing the other teams to speed them up. Just making the plays that are there.
Yeah, protecting the lead by protecting the ball. Sounds simple, yet it's anything but. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. So on the floor for Utah, the pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. Sharing the wing spot, it's Clarkson and Markkanen. And it's Hill in at the point guard. And it's Doncic missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Shot's good by Clarkson.
The man is a microwave. This team loves Clarkson's take charge attitude when it comes to scoring.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
He's been a bright spot in their play today, but he could really use some help.
Kicks it out to Collins. Another possession, another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
Doncic feeling it out. Hayes, no good. Jazz leading by 17. Doncic with the steal, and it's Hachimura penetrating. Reeves outside. And it's sent back by Hill. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Well, the Lakers have got to be pleased. They no longer have to share their home arena. It's all their own now.
Yes, it's beneficial for the Lakers and Clippers. They've shared the arena since 1999 when the Staples Center first opened, but everyone knew it was the Lakers' house because they hung up the banners. But I will say this, the Clippers own their arena.
And that one's good. Hachimura.
When Rory hits the mid-range, it makes him that much tougher to handle.
Kessler the screen. Down low. And Kessler throws it down.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pass to Reeves. Here's LeBron. He's with it. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And the rejection by Collins. The 3 from Hill. A rebound by the Lakers.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Here's Doncic. Back to Reeves. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Reeves has got 13.
There it is. With Reeves, you don't have to worry about his confidence.
Doncic against Hill. Clarkson outside. Stolen by Reeves. Here's Doncic. Hill pulls it in.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Jacks up a 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Hill's got 38 points.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Vanderbilt checked in for Hachimura. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard for the James finds Reeves. Pass to Vanderbilt. Clock at 6. Puts the move on. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Doncic has got 32 points in the game. Kicks it out to Collins. And the Jazz, another 3.
And the three-point shot has just been money so far tonight.
Here's Doncic. And there's another one for the Lakers.
And he's got a good handle, excellent body control. Doncic is a threat to pull up from anywhere.
Steps back. Hill against Doncic. Out to Clarkson. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Los Angeles ball.
Lakers trail by 18. Now Doncic. He's got 34. Bounce pass from Vanderbilt. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Doncic, no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Hill dishes to Clarkson. Hill looking around. Over Doncic. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's foul number 2 for him. And Los Angeles with some changes. On offense, here are the Jazz. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Connect out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Milton in at the shooting guard position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Jazz?
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
Just 5 on the clock. A three-pointer is right on target. Vanderbilt's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Reed with a screen on Milton. And he lobs it up toward the rim. It's stolen by Milton. The 3 for Doncic. Craig pulls it in. Here's the Jazz with the ball. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And they were perfect turnover-wise in the first half, but it's all gone downhill.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. And they're off to a great start in the NBA Cup, a 2-0 record in the group stage.
And in this format, you need a third win in the group stage. So with 2 games left, they're in great position.
And that'll do it, folks. And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for tuning in to watch the NBA on 2K Sports. And now our player of the game, James.